really what I want to talk about is the change of mindset from, okay, I painted this picture of my life. It was a beautiful thing. Properties, family, vacations, abundance, kids, circles of secondary family, friendship circles, trust, to having almost nothing at all. My ex-wife engineered circles of trust away from me by making up stories, basically. And if you read a book called The Art of War by Su Shen or something like this,
Sun Tzu, I think.
Chun Ju, this is how, you know, like, oh, well, Jason and I are friends, and now all of a sudden somebody knows both of us as, well, how's Jason? Oh, I'm not speaking anymore. Oh, well, why? Oh, I really can't talk about it. It leaves them with this, it's just better if we don't speak about it. That's it. It is the worst. Because then they're like left, what's going on? Why? He's just not around. We just can't speak about it. But I had no other financial ability living down in the town that I was in San Luis Obispo. All of my business, well, it's in a small town, it's hard to go in there and make money unless you have money. If I go to the bigger cities, it's a lot, there's just tons more opportunity, right? Because I moved down to the small little bucolic town, small town, and I had my own money back in the day, and then all that collapsed. So then I had to go back to the city to make money again. That's what I had to do. So I wasn't there every day. And my kids weren't talking to me or seeing me anyway. So really, I mean, I tried. I tried for about many, many months to be there every day. I kept a second house in their town. I would drive back and forth at 4 or 5 hours, 2 or 3 days a week. Oh, yeah. Just to make sure I was there when they had any event that would occur. So if like my daughter was in a play or my son was in a baseball game or they were, or summer was starting or any event where they could be out and around that I could maybe see them, I would say, oh, I kept an address. It was a little tiny $1,000 a month bedroom over some guy's garage down by the beach. At least I had a place I could call home. I kept that, and then I kept another place up in Oakland. I lived at a friend's basement, and I'd go back and forth between those two places in hopes of having a relationship with my kids. But they would never show up.
How old
Like,
were they back
at
then?
that time, okay, my son would have been 15, 16, 17, and my daughter would have been 16, 17, 18, 19, 17, 18, and then she went to college.
So
Once she
were
was in college,
teenagers, adolescents, young adults.
yeah, they were teenagers.
So
So once,
they had some choice in that. That's what I'm trying.
oh, they
They had
had
some
total choice.
awareness.
Yeah, they had total choice, but their mother did such a good job in creating doubt in their heads. They had everything they needed from their mother because she got all the money and she got the house. They were well kept, well provided for, and she would keep. My ex-wife was very good at keeping them entertained. Take them on vacations. She kept their friend network, together so that they didn't need me because they had my money. That's bottom line. Okay, this has finally come to light after 10 years. An event occurred the other day. I don't know if I should talk about this because it honors my daughter. But let's just say that finally an event occurred where my daughter got to see my ex-wife's true colors. And as a function of that, it has brought her markedly closer to me. And I couldn't understand. I said, what happened? And I asked her enough questions and found out her mom kind of betrayed her a little bit because of something to do with me. She didn't want to help her because it had something to do with me. And it had nothing. I mean, she needed historical information about us. And mom's like, ah. And daughter It was like selfish. And I never had that selfishness. But they didn't know that before.